Sí, entonces ya la está reemplazando con Gohighlevel. Ajá, pero le dije que es Gohighlevel, entonces pues yo creo que lo va a querer hacer conmigo o él solo, como sea, pues sirve.
Tengo una pregunta, Nay, para ti.
¿Qué onda, José? ¿Qué onda, José?
Tengo una pregunta para ti.
José, tú eres venezolano.
Sí, te tengo una pregunta, Nay.
Dime. Arigato gozaimasu. Solo sé decir eso. Gracias.
Muy bien, muy bien.
Y la tuya también.
La tuya por si acaso, por si acaso.
Mira
La
aquí.
tuya por si acaso.
Está allá atrás, está allá atrás tranquilita, hombre. Mira allá tranquilita.
¿Mm?
José, tú eres de Venezuela.
En un hotel.
Yes, sir. Sí, soy de Venezuela. Tú también. Tú estás en Venezuela, ¿no, Oscar?
No, en Miami.
Estás en Miami. En Sin City. Es Sin City.
Sun City.
No, Sun City. Sin City.
Ah, ok.
Es Sin City.
Ciudad del pecado.
Sí, Miami es una locura ahorita.
¿Tú estás en dónde?
En Orlando.
Ah, ya, sí.
Miami. Qué locura. Tú sabes por qué. No te me pongas a explicarte nada, Oscar. Tú sabes por qué.
No, ya, esta es mi ciudad. Yo tengo 25 años aquí.
Te voy a decir entonces, hombre. Eso es Sin City, tú lo sabes.
Ahorita con Shaun vamos a hablar sobre... mira, ya llegó Shaun. Lo voy a dejar un poquito escuchando la música. La música de la pizza. Ahorita con Shaun vamos a hablar como de la... bueno, el tema era la expansión internacional de Gohighlevel, ¿no? Entonces yo creo que vamos a hablar de que está traduciendo la plataforma, de cómo va a implementar WhatsApp. Y creo que tú, José, me habías dicho que también hablaba español, ¿no? ¿O no?
Shaun no, Chase Butner. Chase habla español perfecto.
Va.
Chase sí,
pues
pero...
entonces déjalo acepto. A ver si...
Amiga, estamos solamente
¿Se une o ya se fue?
¿Se fue?
Dijo, no, mucho tiempo aquí.
Esto está rápido. Miren, ¿y dónde están los otros? Que hay dos más que están ahí. Hay dos más aquí que están como escondidos. A ver. Oscar y Sebastián. Prendan las cámaras, hombre.
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estamos?
Esa cámara.
Prenda la cámara para que nos vean.
Llega con mucha gente, por eso.
Shaun.
Hey, Shaun.
Hello, world.
How you doing, Shaun? How's it going, man?
I'm doing good.
Very good, man. Very good.
How are you doing? Are you driving?
Oh, can you hear me okay?
Yeah,
we hear you.
Excellent. All right. I'm on the road, so we'll see how this goes.
You're on the road to home?
Be careful, man.
Oh, I'm not driving, so I'm good.
Okay, you're not driving. Okay. Yeah, so everyone that doesn't know Shaun, he's the founder of Gohighlevel, and today we're going to talk about the international expansion about Gohighlevel. And sorry, I'm going to admit everyone. I'm just going to cancel the waiting room.
We just want to ask you, Shaun, so how's your Spanish?
How's your Spanish, Shaun?
Terrible.
Terrible. Because all of the community here is from Latin America, so everyone talks Spanish here.
Oh yes, my Spanish is terrible. It's non-existent.
No, like Chase. Chase speak good Spanish. Excellent Spanish, Chase.
Yes, Chase is amazing. Absolutely, 100%.
Incredible. He speaks
he's
better Spanish
living
than
in Huatulco, right?
What's that?
He's living in Huatulco. Huatulco?
I don't know
Or
specifically. It is Mexico, that's for sure.
Yes, for more than
yeah,
15
it
years.
is
Something like that. Yes.
yeah.
He's in
So
Puerto Vallarta, I think.
Yes, correct. It's Puerto Vallarta. Correct.
Puerto Vallarta. Ah, yeah, Puerto Vallarta. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I want to talk about the international expansion about Go High Level. What does that mean
Sure.
for Shaun? And what are the plans like? Because right now, actually, Shaun, I'm in Japan, so I'm super grateful with Go High Level because thanks to you, and thanks to the Go High Level business, I'm traveling, and right now I'm
That's
in
awesome.
Japan.
How was
The
Japan?
things is crazy. It's crazy. Like everything is fully automated. I don't know if you have been here in Japan, but
I
everything
haven't,
is
but I'm going to be
fully
there in
automated.
July, so I'm excited to come.
Oh my gosh, you're
Oh,
going in
really?
July. Wow.
And I'm leaving in July. Yeah, I'm leaving in 5 days. I'm going to Korea also, and
That's awesome.
and yeah, I'm gonna study there. Just one like strategic management, something like that. And here is everything is automated. Like if I order something in the restaurant, I have to order with a e-commerce, and then a robot, a robot is gonna come up with the food.
That's
So yeah,
awesome.
it's yeah. So I don't know. Like, are you planning to expand? Well, of course, Goja level is more near to Mexico than to other countries. But what are
So I mean,
like
we're going to go
what's the
worldwide.
vision
That's for sure. Um,
worldwide?
and yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
Uh,
We cannot hear you.
we lost
We lost you some
your audio.
your audio.
Some of these
Ah,
Chrome-based places will try, like, they'll mute my microphone. It's very weird.
Right.
We
So I
hear
was
you.
like,
so
don't
weird.
do that. So anyways, yeah, so we'll go worldwide with it, and you've already seen us do this in lots of different parts of the app. So we've gone multilingual, and we'll continue to march this out. And of course, there's multiple currencies as well for all of the billing stuff and all of the payments. So that's going to kind of be version number one, and we want to get that all
Yeah.
complete. It's actually it's supposed to be complete by this quarter, and so we're getting pretty darn close.
So what are the language that you're prioritizing or?
Well, it's funny you should ask it that way. So you would think that it was like that. I think there is a list, but it's not very. It's very fluid actually. So adding additional languages isn't actually that difficult. It's
Mm-hmm.
really about. I can't remember what the. You can see this in some of my videos. I'm trying to think here. I'm like scared to let go of my mic gain because I feel like it's going to try to shut my mic off here. But ultimately, um, I think that it's about taking that additional set of languages and blowing it up to, I mean, essentially everywhere. I mean, it'll take us probably longer to get to more obscure languages. We'll definitely go in terms of total speakers or population or something like that because we want to have the biggest effect first. But I certainly
Yeah.
think that all major languages will be included, and you'll see that you've already seen that start, and you'll just see that continue. So there's still some parts of the app that need to be done, like the mobile app's not out multilingual yet, and there's some other sections in the app. But that should finish up here in, if I had to think realistically, probably in the next 30, 45 days. But
Oh,
we're getting real close.
Nice.
yeah. And what about WhatsApp? When is WhatsApp coming? Because
John, the
Yeah,
thing,
so I mean, we are so we have the final we have all the code written. We are a certified meta partner, and we have submitted a final approval to their engineering team to get approved. To, like, all they have to do is like turn us on. So right now it's fully working in our account, and
yeah.
then as soon as we get the engineering, basically it's additional permissions, and so as soon as those permissions are approved, we'll be good to go. So hopefully that's next week, but it all depends on how fast Meta can go.
And
Sean, basically it's because
yeah.
WhatsApp is something very essential to the Latin market. It's the only tool that you use for the communication. Basically, how expensive is the usage for Twilio trying to communicate with Latin America. Very, very expensive.
Yeah, I also saw that you guys launched like the missed call challenge, something like that, like getting your first client in 30 days with the missed call text back, and some of the problems with doing that strategy, which I think is super great, like I use it for some of dentists, but the problem is getting the regulatory bundles here in Mexico is doing some
Well, yeah, but
adding the
WhatsApp will change that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we
yeah.
we know that WhatsApp is the preferred method in basically everywhere outside of the U.S. So trust me,
Yeah.
we've been trying to get WhatsApp for probably 4 years. The problem we ran into was we were going to go through Twilio. We wrote all the code to do it. It was very complicated to get onboarded. We knew it wasn't going to be very great. And then but we had no right after that. Right after that, Meta came out with their own, and so we knew we had to go direct. So that's exactly what we've been doing.
Okay.
And how's that gonna work? Like, are we gonna buy a new number? Because
No, you
for
can
example,
use your existing business man. So you have to have so my WhatsApp knowledge is pretty weak, but there's basically a WhatsApp business account, and so you can use
okay.
your existing WhatsApp business account with that. So they want you to be a business, obviously. They want you to be legit, obviously, but you can use that with the integration directly.
But you can still using the WhatsApp, the app in your mobile phone, in the other devices. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I
Oh,
mean,
really?
yeah. So if you have a WhatsApp, do you guys have a WhatsApp business account now?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
we
Yeah.
you
do.
see,
So
they have in the mobile phone and in the offices of our clients, they have 4 computers, but they use the WhatsApp what?
yeah, so this should so this should integrate perfectly with it. So I haven't seen it. I've seen the interface on our side. It's going to be very similar to start with the like the SMS, but in general, it's literally like I've seen this with Facebook Messenger. It should be very similar. It's literally going to go in line with the current existing chats and conversations. So you'll see it kind of on both sides of the line. And I think Facebook actually, the reason they delayed the WhatsApp stuff for so long is because they unified the API so that it would look and act and be very similar.
Right.
Yeah, because right now we are actually using like an external marketplace app.
Yep.
It's called HighLevel. I don't know if you're aware of that.
I think so, but yeah, I don't really know a ton about them. I just know that WhatsApp has not allowed anybody, or Meta has not allowed anybody to use this new API in 2 years. So we're the first up in that period. So I'm pretty excited about that. Everybody who was on it before, there was like this idea of there was like an in-house or an on-site API, like I get around local servers and things. We don't. This is the cloud-based API, so we're one of the very first people to get through and use it. And so I think it's going to be exciting. It's taken forever, but I'm happy.
Mm,
Right.
we
Oh,
lost you again.
Hopefully, I'm not fuzzing out too badly.
Yes.
you're bad
Yeah,
now.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yes.
Sean,
yeah, we hear you.
Okay. Good.
another problem that we're facing in Latin America, different of US, is the funds communication. So it's very difficult because Tulio, the big thing with Tulio is US, the US market. But for
Hmm.
Latin America, it's very difficult. Is any way that you guys are
So
to help us to
so what's wrong with it? So is it the fact that the forwarding to the cell phones is weird or what?
no?
I think it's the regulatory bundles, right?
Yeah, the regulatory bundles. There's like 10 times more expensive to get a number in Latin America that is in the US.
Yeah,
Also,
for example, in
the
Spain.
process the process took like a month to get approval.
Same as
So the
yeah. I
client
wonder if the
is
solution, which is what using WhatsApp.
Yeah, but not for phone calls, right? Like not to record calls. You lost you
I don't know.
again.
Does WhatsApp Business let you do phone calls, or is it just messaging?
Yeah, but phone calls is just via Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi phone calls.
Yeah. So yeah, I wonder if he can tap into that somehow. I'll have to ask, because the regulatory bundles, that's the government of that country saying you have to get one. It's not Twilio saying you have to do it. So yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. A lot of other countries have a lot of regulation around that stuff, more so than here. So, but I think the way around that is to probably use something like a WhatsApp. So I'll ask about WhatsApp voice and see if that's part of the API or not.
Oh, okay.
That would be great.
Yeah, it will be great
because also
if we can record and track all the WhatsApp calls. That's gonna change the game for Latin America. La persona escribe en lenguaje normal. Sí, me gustaría por este día. Y entonces Eliza lo agenda.
Hombre, Oscar, estás lento. Ya
Pero
nadie tiene
eso
una
con
solución para eso. Ya nadie tiene una solución para eso.
con ChatGPT,
Ya,
con
pero
ChatGPT se puede hacer todo eso. Eso es lo que va a hacer Shaun, creo.
Lo que es importante es
Le
buscar si ellos van a
preguntamos,
tener algo nativo para el mercado latino, porque el mercado latino se está expandiendo
pero
muchísimo.
¿cómo unías ChatGPT para que viera lo que está disponible en el Google Calendar?
Le eliges un calendario, según yo, y ya, con eso. Pero hay que ver qué límites le va a poner y todo eso.
Lo perdimos ya, eso fue todo. Así parece.
Sí, ya acabó la reunión.
Cónchale, mira, ni Eduardo, ni Francisco, ni Felipe, ni Miguel, ni Jorge, ni Omerta, ni Rubén, todos se quedaron calladitos como con miedo, ¿vale? ¿Qué pasó, hombre? ¿Qué pasó?
¿Qué tal, José? No, pero lo que pasa es que yo soy totalmente nuevo en esto, amigo. O sea, yo conocí Gohighlevel por otra persona. Cuando conocí a Nair, la verdad es que es un fuera de serie. O sea, yo sabía que el programa tenía mucho potencial. O sea, yo lo veía, pero a mí me lo enseñaron muy básico, ¿no? Con un sistema de captación de clientes jalados a través de un embudo que cayeran en el pipeline, ¿no? Y se fueran ahí generando los contactos y los filtrabas, ¿no? Los calificabas con un formulario y entonces sí, el que calificara, pues lo mandabas a la agenda y ahí le entregabas al cliente pues, sus contactos calificados. Eso vaya fue lo que yo compré, ¿no? Como capacitación y así fue como yo conocí a Gohighlevel. Obviamente no sabía que se llamaba Gohighlevel, se llamaba diferente, es la marca blanca. Pero yo veía que el programa tenía muchísimas cosas que podía hacer, o sea, vayan, nada más abriendo en los workflows, las automatizaciones, los triggers, todo eso, yo decía, bueno, esto es un mundo que digo, no hablo tanto inglés, pero más o menos lo mastico, ahí lo voy entendiendo, y dije, oye, es que esto, yo le decía a mi tutor, oye, esto yo le veo demasiado potencial que se le puede ofrecer a los clientes, no nada más esto que me estás enseñando, pero pues enséñame, ¿no? ¿Cómo es la cosa? Y ahí es donde ya se trababa el asunto, ¿no? Un poquito el rollo de, no, pues mira, que no necesitas más, esto es suficiente, con esto la armas, ya le hiciste para escalar tu agencia 6, 7 cifras y bueno, y al día de hoy nomás no logro conseguir clientes, ¿no? Entonces, conozco a Nair, veo el tipo de cosas que hacen y no, bueno, ustedes ya están en otro nivel, que ojalá algún día Dios me permita alcanzarlos, ¿no? O sea, y hacen automatizaciones que me explotan la cabeza y lo hablan en un lenguaje tan sencillo. Oye, ¿cómo hacen esto? ¿Cómo hacen lo otro?
Bueno,
Y de
Eduardo,
repente hay algunas cosas que capto y otras que no. Entonces, yo aquí la verdad es que estoy tratando de aprender de a poquitos, pero
tienes que
pues,
preguntar. Lo que
¿Cuánto
necesitas
llevas?
es pregunta. Siempre tienes que
¿Mande?
preguntar aquí en el grupo, ¿ok? Aquí siempre va a haber alguien que te va a ayudar.
Gracias.
Estoy siempre aquí.
Sí.
¿Cuánto llevas? Te acabas de unir al grupo de WhatsApp, ¿no? ¿O ya llevas un
De
rato?
hecho apenas empecé con tu link hace una semana, 10 días, una cosa así. Apenas.
Sí.
Y yo llevo
Y ya te
trabajando
echaste
en
el
la
curso.
plataforma desde noviembre del año pasado, ¿no?
Ya, sí, ya un rato. ¿Qué
Sí.
onda, Francisco? ¿Cómo estás?
Hola, Nair, bien, gracias. Todo bien.
Eso de show fue una propina, así, unos centavitos. Porque...
Oye, sí, y pensé que iba a entrar de nuevo, ¿sabes? Con un enlace o algo, ¿no?
Sí, es que
No
tiene. Ese hombre, tú no se imaginas lo ocupado que está. Cuando yo fui para la convención de Dallas, ese hombre no paraba, todo el mundo le caía así a hacerle preguntas. Y era impresionante porque yo me acercaba todas las respuestas para cualquier cosa técnica las tiene Shaun. Es un tipo demasiado técnico.
Oigan, pero esto que estaban ahorita platicando, el tema de WhatsApp para nosotros en Latinoamérica, yo estoy en México, vaya, es decir, por lo que alcanzaron a platicar y a comentar con él, sí va a haber esa integración nativa dentro de Gohighlevel, es decir, ya no vamos a necesitar de App Level.
Sí.
Eso ya va a estar pronto.
Ya no. Ya.
Yo la tengo y funciona igual que los mensajes de texto, pero te quita la habilidad de hacerlo en el teléfono. O sea, no te deja hacerlo en el
te quita un
sí,
dispositivo, sí.
Sí, te
Lo
quita un
hace
dispositivo.
tú sabes cómo lo hace Wapi. Las aplicaciones estas que tienen el API,
Webhooks, ¿no?
lo quitan y no lo puedes tener en el teléfono.
No.
Entonces, y también...
Sí, porque usan la original, ¿no?
Ellos me cobran $12 mensuales
Claro.
y el consumo.
Me pregunto cuánto costará el WhatsApp de Gohighlevel.
Mira,
Me cobran $12 por número.
Hoy me llegó alguien ofreciéndome los servicios de WhatsApp. ¿Por cuánto? Le ha llegado a todos ustedes por $19 mensuales limitados. Se llaman WAGHL. Gohighlevel.
Gohighlevel, ¿no? Sí.
No
es
sé
que
quiénes
App
son.
Level está un poquito más caro, pero sí dan buen soporte.
Muy bueno.
Y sí,
Sí, ellos están ahí.
yo creo que eso es lo principal.
Solamente que le echa la culpa.
Está bien integrado.
Le echa la culpa siempre a
Está muy
Gohighlevel.
bien integrado.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Another thing, it's the currencies, because I remember that I don't know, like when you launch the SaaS mode, I immediately tried to create, and we actually went in a Zoom call. Like that's why I believe you're one of the best founders, because I remember we did a Zoom call, and then you were like, hey, let's click here and let's see the JavaScript, and there was a problem with the Stripe that I cannot charge to Mexican cards, and so I had and I don't know if we are gonna be able to charge in different currencies. For us, will be in Mexican pesos, or at least having other payment processors. Yeah.
Stripe do it?
Sorry, I didn't hear. Sorry.
Yes, go ahead, Shaun. We can hear you.
Can Stripe do it?
It's very limited. One of the pioneer platform for Latin America is Pioneer.
Mercado Pago.
PayPal work, but it's very expensive.
But I think the problem.
So what works well in Latin America? Does Stripe work in
PayPal,
Latin America?
PayPal, it's working, but
okay.
The problem is that we are charging in USD, and my bank account is in Mexican pesos. So I think that was the problem.
But Stripe can do multiple currencies. There's no way Stripe can't do pesos. We just need to make it work with pesos.
Yeah, with Mexican pesos. But I think I had to open an LLC or something like that to be able to charge in Mexican pesos, because he's doing the plan in USD, and then he's going to Mexican pesos. And I have that problem with a lot of other softwares also. So,
I have a question.
Okay, so we need to focus on PayPal. We can do that.
I have a question.
Focus on PayPal. It sounds very good. PayPal works very good.
HighLevel is pushing a lot of marketing, and how do you guys handle the business owner want to go directly to HighLevel and purchase a $97 plan for her business? And
Oh,
not
I
going,
guess I'm missing the
I'm
question.
not going through any agency.
Sorry.
Well, we don't want that to happen.
Okay, well, okay.
What was the question?
We only want them to come through agencies.
Okay, well, how do you guys control that?
Oh, well, I mean, we work with our customers, so when people report them, we have a compliance department that reaches out and investigates. And then if they're not an agency, they either have to move under an agency or they get removed from the system.
Okay, so the current model is only go through agencies. That's the way that you guys plan, right?
Yeah, because my problem is like the tool is so vast and complex that, and I think for a good reason, but I think that even if it was simple, I mean, when we first started, we tried to sell it to small businesses and they couldn't figure it out. So I don't think we just haven't had any luck with that. And I think the reason why is because it doesn't matter how easy the software is. At some point, these businesses all need help to get things running and going and staying going. And I think agencies are super important to that model.
Okay, great. So, man,
Yeah.
talking about the so we are a community. The Nair is one that is leading this community. But if you need help, and we can help you to, to develop a support team or something like that, so you can come with us.
Or maybe with translating, like, because I've seen that some
Oh.
words are not actually accurate.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
reach out. So if any of you find anything wrong, reach out to NASA. His email, he's handling all the translation stuff. And his email is just nasa@gohighlevel.com, NASA @gohighlevel.com. I'll put it into the chat as well.
I have a very, very specific technical question. Shaun, maybe you can help. As a SaaS user, we need to find a way to add code to by a specific location, ADCSS. I mean, I don't know if we can open a square with the adding CSS agency into the subs account, to create a personalization for sub account. This is something that every single customer requests.
Like modifying the CSS per location?
What personal is?
Yes, modify the CSS by
but I mean,
account.
To do what though?
For example, if we can get a personalization into the dashboard, change the colors, but just for sub accounts.
Yeah, but what personalization? Like specifically, what are you trying to do?
Change the
Like
colors, for example, but just for for specific sub accounts. Instead, it's the agency and affect all the accounts, something like that.
But I'm sorry, did you say you're trying to change out the logo? Like what personalization?
I would say that maybe at the dashboard we can change the color, something like that specific, but for a specific sub accounts instead from the agency.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
he's just
I
asking
understand
for.
the ask. I'm just trying to understand the reason.
Oh, nothing specific. Sometimes one account say, "Hey, I need the background in green." The other customer, I need the background in different colors, something like that.
It's possible, but I mean, it's a niche case, and custom code already causes us a lot of issues.
Okay.
So one of the things that we're doing is we're actually going to be adding in the ability to create your own components.
Yes.
And I think that those will be customizable at the sub account level for kind of like you can do for the left-hand menu items. So
Yes.
I think that's absolutely going to be possible, and that's how we'll handle it. Is we'll because the problem now is we get a lot of tickets where someone will say HighLevel's broken, it doesn't work, this and that, and come to find out it's just, oh wait, you know what, that JavaScript library you put in or that code you had written doesn't work or has a problem. and we get the blame, and then we invariably have to figure out how to solve it. So instead, we're going to move more to a component library, and I think that will solve the problem for you.
That's very good. That will be ideal. That sounds good to me. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
And another question that we have in the phone system is planned to get like because a lot of our clients use like Ring Central and the other.
We're gonna have it pop in the browser, and they'll be able to answer it in the browser this quarter.
Oh, okay, great. And also they can redirect the calls and make all the phones ringing at the same time. So
yeah. The ring all
like
strategy.
RBI.
So there's two different things. So it'll go, well, three things. So one, we'll do the ability to take the inbound call in the browser, and I think, and that'll happen this quarter. And then the very next feature will be the ring all strategy that you're talking about. So you'll be able to ring a group of people, right? And then from there, we'll then go to IVR. So then you can do press 1 for sales, press 2 for support.
Oh, that's very good.
That would be great. Can we go back to ChatGPT? Like, what's the plan with ChatGPT?
Oh yeah, so the bot's coming out.
Is that gonna replace Elisa? Yeah.
Eliza.
Yeah.
Eliza.
So Eliza, so ChatGPT doesn't. Well, yeah. I mean, essentially, it will replace all of it eventually. At the moment, I'm trying to remember if it does appointment stuff, but yeah, eventually it will probably. We think it will. We still think it's 6 to 12 months out, but that's absolutely the plan. So we'll have the bot drop this quarter, and the bot will be trainable. And hopefully you guys saw the video I put out on that.
Yeah, questions
and then the other big
answers.
thing is we'll have a native integration through the workflow builder with ChatGPT, so you can build custom integrations for yourself without having to wait for us.
Yeah. The booking will be great. Like, that will be one of the best.
The bot will do booking out of the gate, by the way. So if you saw my video, because that was my big thing with ChatGPT or AI, technology in general, is it's fine that it chats with you and all, but that's not very interesting for a business, right? A business needs to actually get something to be accomplished, and that accomplishment needs to be a booking.
Yeah, for sure.
That's good.
Yeah, and I was gonna ask, like,
I have a question about the payment gateway. Are you going to integrate like Stripe, but for Latin America? Because we can connect, for example, in my country, El Salvador, we cannot connect with Stripe and receive payments with credit cards.
yeah, I think we already addressed that.
Well, actually, real quick, what does Stripe support other payment methods in El Salvador?
No, just PayPal.
Yeah,
Okay.
PayPal will be great.
Basically, there's no, because the other thing we're doing is we're bringing in the Stripe payment, what is it called? Element, and this opens up a ton of different payment types. Because in other countries, as you guys are aware, there's more than just credit card, right? There's bank transfers. There's all kinds of different ones. And so we will also be allowing all of those different types of payment methods shortly, even if it's not credit card.
Like Zelle, Cash App.
So like, I'm trying to think of a good example. Like in Canada, they have this thing called iBank, where it's like a bank transfer. Like, these are very country specific. I'm trying to find a list for you. Hold on, let me see if I can find something. Stripe payment methods. So like,
another question, Shaun, what about if we plan an event here in Latin America? So can we come with you to promote HighLevel and to make like the first conference here in Spanish.
Well, why not?
Right. That's a good thing to hear.
What country?
Yeah, I mean, we'll absolutely come. I mean, we absolutely want to go
Mexico.
to other countries and absolutely meet people and do events there. So yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Well, that could be in the same Miami that we have a largest community of people speaking in Spanish in the United States.
Yeah, but that's United States.
Well, yeah. So I mean, we will absolutely get outside of the United States at some point in the near future. And B, you're also right. There's a huge percentage of people in the U.S. that are native Spanish speakers.
Yeah, that's true.
So I was just trying to. So just really quickly, like, so in Europe they have things like EPS and GyroPay, and in Asia they have like Pay Now and UPI. These are all supported by Stripe. So these are the types of things I was talking about. Like in Latin America specifically, they were mentioning like Mexico bank transfer.
Yeah.
So we'll start to support that, or like it looks like there's something called PIX in Latin America, invite only real-time payments. I don't exactly know what that is, but Stripe supports that as well.
Pioneer.
And there's Boleto and Oxo.
Mercado Pago.
So we'll continue to turn those types of features on here in short order.
Hey, Shaun, will it be possible to add subtitles to the videos hosting Gohighlevel real soon?
I don't see why not. I don't know how to do that, but I'm all for it.
Got it. Thank you.
Doesn't I feel like Google does this now automatically, no?
You can do it, yes, with Google. Yes, with YouTube, you can do it, but no in the...
Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. Well, inside Gohighlevel,
Okay.
we can add subtitles in the video hosted in HighLevel.
Oh, in the video hosting. Yeah, let me...
Yeah, in video hosting.
Yeah, I will... I'm going to take a note.
Sounds good. Thank you. Hey, Shaun.
Hey, Shaun.
Keep going.
I just wanted to start to ask, because there are some features of Gohighlevel that most of the affiliates ask. For example, what's the difference between the plans? But I wanted to see if you can explain, like in simple words, what are the custom values, and custom menu links and snapshots. I don't know if you can tell us like a simple way to explain custom values, custom menu links, and snapshots.
So custom values are just values you want to be able to use in multiple places across the app, or it could be across funnels or websites or workflows. And then you want to be able to set that value in one spot and change it easily and have it update across all those places. That's nice. Custom values. Snapshots is the ability to take anything that you want to share between accounts and link all of those items to all of those accounts, and then be able to simply update them and push them out to all those linked accounts in a couple of clicks.
And the custom menu links, because I think it's a powerful feature, the custom menu links.
Yeah. And the custom menu links is really, hey, is there something that HighLevel doesn't have that you want all of your users or some of your users or some of your sub accounts to see and use? Great. You can actually add it to the left-hand menu, and you can have your own custom items that get added in, and they look native because they're iFramed in, so they look like they're part of the app.
Yeah, because custom menu links, I think it's one of the best features, because in here, I came from the AppSumo world. I don't know if you know AppSumo, but it's like lifetime deals.
Yeah, I know
software.
I know AppSumo. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was an addict of AppSumo. Like I bought a lot of software before Gohighlevel. Then I realized I think it's better to have a good founder with a good MRI, because it's they tend to fail, like the lifetime deals. And
yeah, lifetime
also
deals
wanted to ask,
are a sham in my book. I think AppSumo is at its best is disingenuous, meaning I think that what they advertise is not going to last. And then at their worst, some of the latest deals, they've gotten smart. They basically just create a deal where they know that you're going to trip over a line, and then they're going to turn you into a recurring payments customer. I think it would be just best if everyone was more honest and just said, hey, listen, software can't be run for a one-time payment, and anybody who says that to you, just know that that's not accurate.
Yeah, for sure. Because I actually bought this platform, Butter.us in AppSumo, but they charge for the recording. Like, so it's like you get 1 hour, but if you overpass that, you're gonna get charged. So I was gonna ask you about what do you think about those strategies where they give you like a free tier of the software, and then you're gonna get charged, for example, for the revealing or the content AI, the emails, the SMS.
Yeah, I mean, I think that what that tends to do is attract people who like free, and if they like free, they probably don't have a lot of money. So while it seems like what you would do is you would get a bunch of great customers, I don't think you ever get great customers. I think you get a bunch of tire kickers. And ultimately, I actually spoke to a software CEO this morning, and he is in his software does like rewards programs for restaurants and med spas and stuff like that. And he said they just got rid of their free tier because what they noticed was that once they brought you on for free, you never wanted to pay them, and so you just stayed free forever. And it was just, but you still, the problem with free people is then they still want help, they still want support, they still want you to pay attention to them, and they still get upset if you don't. So I'd stay 1,000 miles away from free.
Yeah, and lifetime deals, but I saw that some people offer that. Let me open a mirror board because I told them to ask questions. So let me see if
Shaun,
anyone has any questions.
I have a question that, sometimes we're on the move,
and if not, we'll just
on the street without a computer, without a PC, and we enter to HighLevel through our software. But it's very it's not working efficiently. So is any way to fix that, or
I don't know what that even means. You're gonna have to be more specific.
Yeah, when you go into app.gohighlevel.com.
Yeah, why are you doing that on a mobile phone?
Because you are on the street on your phone, and you need to do something quick or some edition quick or something like that. You can enter and you can log in and you can see the accounts, but all the menus and everything is not like mobile.
Yeah, I mean that's the problem though, right? Like, let's say I want to make the workflow builder mobile optimized. Do you think that's ever even possible?
No. I think not that function, but at least to see.
Right. Yeah. So what we should do is identify those functions and put them in the actual mobile app, because the reality is there's going to be a limit to what is mobile friendly and what is not.
Okay.
Yeah. And ultimately, the things that could be mobile friendly, let's put them officially in the mobile app so that they can be done right. Because the problem is, like, take this butter thing. I was trying to use it on the web and it was terrible. And I tried to use it on mobile phone, mobile optimized, terrible. But then I download the actual local app, and sure enough, it works. So why is that? It's because it's a video app, and they're trying to do something sophisticated, and having control over the hardware is crucial. So the same thing goes for any mobile experience. So what we should do is identify those functions and put them in the mobile app officially.
Oh, okay. So one that happened to me is to add a new user for a client, or to change like a phone number that we need to redirect the calls on the go, and
I don't want to take too much time for that. So if you want to
I'm putting
answer,
Neil Ashish's email in here, and you can email him that idea and suggestion.
Yeah, and if you want to choose one question from here in the Miro board, I don't know if you can see it.
It says Miro is currently not supported on the app. Join us on the desktop for the full experience.
Okay. Yeah.
So
No
how
problem.
about this? I'm looking at the chat. Why don't you throw the chat
Yeah.
in? Throw it in the chat, and I'll just answer them. You pick the questions you want me to answer. I'll answer them.
Yeah, the vision about go high level in Latin America. How we can find a way to copy workflows without creating a snapshot for a workflow.
Yeah, I'm working on that. That's annoying, and it's something that we have on our list. So I actually asked my co-founder that yesterday,
Yeah.
and he hasn't got back to me
Mm.
yet. So the answer is that's something we need to fix, and I will make sure we have it on the list for next quarter.
Hey, Shaun, something that is
And
very important to me is because I know that since you are doing some changes in the builder, some files like the SVG and the PSD animated are not working.
Well, PSD is a Photoshop file, so that'll never work well.
Okay.
But SVGs did work in the old builder, and if it's in the new builder, but then is it a new builder problem or an old builder problem?
It's in the normal one, in the old one. But they was working very good, especially the animated. Right now, they are not working.
In the new builder or the old builder?
In the new build, in the old builder.
So it stopped working.
That's not working.
Okay, great. What's your ticket number?
No, I have no.
Okay, well,
I will do it. I will do it.
Okay, all right. That's always the answer on those types of questions, right?
I know.
Okay, great. So
just one more questions, and then one question only. What's the philosophy of Go High Level of not specializing in one feature and going like a Swiss Army of tools? Because I saw that, for example, Calendly is $1 billion company and it's just one feature versus Go High Level doing like a lot of features. And
well, first and foremost, we started with one feature or two features, and then we
yeah,
listened to our customers and we followed our customers, right? And Calendly, for their part, has raised $1 gajillion, and even though they've raised $1 gajillion, I think in the long term they're not going to do so well, because if you run a real business, don't you need more than a calendar?
yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Yeah,
so for us, it's like we're trying to put together the things that we think people actually need in order to run a business, and that's kind of how we've gotten to where we are. And we've listened to our customers the whole way through. And what I used to think is you need a really specific software for every business, but this is not really that true. If you think about most businesses, I need to be able to create a proposal, an estimate. I need to invoice you. I need to collect payment. I need to be able to communicate with you via email, text, WhatsApp, phone calls. Like there's just a list of things, right, that we could run through, and that covers 90% of small businesses. And so for me, when I realized that we could sell this as a SaaS and enable you to sell it as a SaaS, if I truly think that I could get you to become a SaaS company that can sell the 90% of businesses you run into, right there, that to me, that seems like a pretty amazing thing. And if you look at most of Calendly's customers, they're small, they don't scale very well, they're single owner operator businesses. They're actually still stuck in a situation where even they need more than a calendar. It's just they don't have an agency. Because if they had an agency would come along and be like, oh, hold on, wait a second, what are you doing when somebody books? You put them in a flow. Do you get them? Do you have a follow-up sequence? Do you have an email sequence? Do you have a funnel that you put them through? How do you collect payment? Boom, 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 and all of a sudden you got HighLevel, right? So even those people on Calendly are just waiting for one of you guys to come along and say, hold on, let me show you how to do this a lot better and make a lot more money.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, Shaun. So thank you for your time.
Heck yeah, man.
So yeah, yeah. I hope you enjoy the interview, the community, and we are growing. Like
you guys
we
are
are
amazing,
small,
by the
but we are
way.
growing.
You guys are amazing, and I just would like to say thank you to all of you. And don't worry, we take the Latin American market incredibly seriously. We have a lot of employees there, for that matter, and we'll continue to expand out there like crazy. So don't worry, we're not even close to done there, and we're just getting started.
Thank you for your help and your support, Shaun.
For
Thank you.
Japan. I'm going for Korea also. So.
Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. All right. Well, on that note, I hope thanks for putting up with my crappy audio. and we'll talk soon.
No problem.
Hi,
Yeah,
hi.
thank you,
Hi,
Shaun.
Thank you,
Shaun.
Shaun.
Thank you.
Bye
I want to make the last question, please.
No, ya se fue.
Ya
Hi.
se fue.
I'm a new user. So before I got in with the high level, I was looking for another software. So I made a Zoom call with Scala.
Se
They are
fue.
very aggressive.
Scala.
They call you. They make Zoom meetings and they give you an account director and they speak Spanish and you know.
Sí.
But the difference is that they don't for one user, well, for one more user they charge big money. So
Yeah.
that's why I chose Go High Level for my
Ah,
agency. So
¿no hablas
what I
español?
need to know is, are you going to
No.
be that aggressive in our Latin American market?
Es que ya se fue
Se
Shaun.
fue hace rato, se fue
Shaun
hace
just
rato.
left.
Ah, ya se fue.
Pues
Ah,
hombre,
ok.
pues güey, claro que se fue, hombre.
Pero
Sí.
¿sabes qué? Por lo que ellos tienen idea, ellos no tienen planes de cambiar su modelo de negocio.
Es que no lo puede, es que no lo van a hacer, no lo van a hacer. Quizás tengamos que adaptar nosotros. Alguien hizo una intervención que sonó pesada, pero sonó real en el chat que decía, mejor aprende español, es lo más fácil de todo y así vas a hacer mucho más dinero. Aprende inglés y así vas a hacer mucho más dinero. Porque no le vas a cambiar el switch a ellos. Es imposible. Ellos no van a hacer support en español, lo veo muy, muy, muy difícil. Ahora,
No.
Sí, es muy difícil. Fíjate que la gente de Extendly está haciendo un support de mentira en español. Ellos te dicen que te están haciendo support en español. Pues tienen un sistema de support que todos lo reciben en inglés y a ellos les llega traducidos en español, ellos replican en inglés y ahora les llega traducido en español. Está súper interesante eso. Si ellos utilizan algo como eso, les va a quedar perfectamente. ¿Tú has visto eso, Nair?
No lo he visto, pero eso de Scala, o sea, ¿cómo llegaste a Gohighlevel por Scala?
¿A mí me preguntas?
Sí.
Sí, porque hice un video sobre Scala versus Gohighlevel, algo así.
Sí, sabes que sí lo vi. Sí lo vi, y de hecho, ese video fue el que me llevó a Gohighlevel.
Gohighlevel.
Sí,
Ah,
porque,
buenísimo.
o sea, mira, bueno, tú sabes, yo tengo una empresa de publicidad, de impresión digital y signage, todo eso,
Sí, sí, sí.
pero estoy intentando moverme justamente a esto, ¿no? Y estaba buscando en HubSpot, vi HubSpot, vi Scala, vi, bueno, Chromo, algunos por ahí.
Sí,
Pero
sí,
de esos
sí.
algunos me gustaba HubSpot, me gustó Scala y me gustó Gohighlevel. De ahí
Es que
vi
con
tu video, vi de otros colegas tuyos mexicanos también, y obviamente
sí.
estaba viendo el americano, ¿no?
Ah, ok.
Pero de todos esos, el tuyo estaba como más organizado, estaba más chévere y por eso me decidí. Y, y bueno, o sea, a mí no me preocupa, bueno, tanto como ustedes dicen el soporte en inglés, porque finalmente uno sabe, escucha y aprende en inglés, yo no tengo ese problema. Pero lo que sí, por eso te preguntaba si queremos vender el software como software, ¿no es cierto? La plataforma
Sí.
misma como tal va a estar en inglés. Por ejemplo, ahorita el problema que tengo es que a mi asistente que la quiero ir entrenando para esto, ella no sabe nada de inglés, entonces me toca ahí un poco guiarla y todo eso, ¿no? Entonces, por eso es que tal vez nosotros tenemos la oportunidad, aló, tenemos la oportunidad
Sí.
como latinos que somos más bien de nosotros poder hacer como tú haces, esa capacitación interna, ¿no?
De hecho, si tú te vas al subaccount en Business Profile, aquí hay una parte que dice Platform Language y tú lo puedes modificar al español, o sea, lo están mejorando, ¿no? Es lo que le dije, que algunas cosas están mal escritas,
Pero ya
pero
Gael
ya
estaba
toda la
bastante.
comunicación, español, y se pone toda la plataforma al español.
Solamente
Igual
para
Sí,
está este
sí,
widget.
ya sabes que ya la cambié, pero incluso cambiándola todavía está media rara.
¿Verdad que sí? Todavía está media rara, pero
Está media
deberían de
rara,
poner
sí.
algo ahí, vamos
Ajá,
a
sí,
traducirlo bien, porque sí,
sí.
triggers, disparadores de no sé qué, y se escucha medio raro. Ajá.
Sí.
Pero
Ahora.
sí, desencadenantes.
Sí, eso es
Pero
Pero,
la ventaja que tienes con GoHighlevel es el white label.
¿quién de ustedes tiene más de 20 cuentas? ¿Todos?
No.
No, yo creo que algunos vamos empezando, ¿verdad?
Sí, yo tengo como 6, 7 creo.
Ah, ok.
Yo tengo cuentas así, pero de las que eran con mis planes, yo no era como SAS, sino que a mis clientes los metía ahí. Y ahora con SAS sí
Sí,
tengo como 8.
en el grupo sí hay gente que tiene 100 y así. Pero yo también empecé clientes cobrando caro y no tanto el SaaS. Y de hecho empecé vendiendo otros tipos de software, ¿no? Y ahí sí adquirí también varios clientes. Por ejemplo, esto del Custom Menu Link que le pregunté a Shaun, esas son las tres cosas que son las mejores de Gohighlevel. O sea, los Custom Values, el Snapshot y el Custom Menu Link. Que viene, por ejemplo, en la Academy, que todo lo construimos con IDs para que sea más fácil de agregar, ¿no? 001, 01, 2, 3, 4. Entonces, dentro de la Academy igual, chécate los cursos, hay una parte que dice Fulfillment y este es el método.
Pásame la academia, ¿no?
Sí, ahí cuesta.
Bueno, pero pásame el enlace de pago y ya.
Súbete a SAS con mi link. Es que es para los afiliados.
¿De acuerdo que no pudimos hacerlo?
Sí, cierto.
Yo tengo todo.
Pero bueno, yo me voy a dormir porque me desperté bien, me dormí a las 12 y me desperté a las 5:30. Ahí si quieren quedar a hablar, los dejo.
En serio, dime cómo hacemos para la academia y ya, y lo arreglamos.
Sí. ¿Alguien tiene alguna pregunta o algo? Si no, ya me
Sí, yo
voy
lo que
a...
quería preguntar ahí es, los que tienen cuentas, ¿cuánto tiempo se les ocupa más o menos en trabajo del cliente al mes?
Perdón.
En
depende
promedio,
del
un
plan.
cliente, ¿cuánto te ocupa? Una vez que ya lo tienes automatizado todo.
O sea, yo lo tengo difícil,
Yo,
por ejemplo, las primeras 2 semanas, para que se
sí.
acostumbra, 3 semanas, y como que después ya se está automatizando el solito, me pregunta siempre menos, y ya después de un mes, 2 meses, ya ni lo sientes casi.
Yo creo que como
Yo tengo un grupo.
2 horas al mes. Media hora,
Sí.
media hora y media hora. Voy a hacer 4 media hora al mes.
Tengo una pregunta rápida, Nair. Yo pasé el SaaS Mode, el plan de 500, tipo, el único real beneficio ahí es que yo corro ads hacia mi landing page y la gente puede, tipo, suscribirse y accede directamente. Y se supone que yo ahí tenga un custom menu link para que ellos ya vayan, tipo, viendo las cosas. Esa es la única, ¿verdad?
Pues sí, o sea, que se crean las cuentas automáticamente.
Exacto.
Esa es una de las ventajas. Y la segunda es que puedes hacer rebilling de los correos,
Sí, okay.
de los SMS, o sea, y cobras un extra. La tercera es que tienes el funnel, dentro del funnel ahora ya tienes split testing,
A-B
o sea,
split
A y
test.
B. Ajá, A-B split test. La cuarta, que es como la mejor, es que tienes la Agency API Key. Y el Agency API Key te permite automatizar cosas a nivel agencia, o sea, que puedes crear updates de diferentes cuentas, ¿no? Y puedes, por ejemplo, integrar otros softwares para crear sus cuentas automáticamente. Por ejemplo, si alguien paga con Mercado Pago, tú puedes mandar un webhook y automáticamente crear una location y automáticamente agregar al usuario. Entonces te permite hacer automatizaciones un poquito más complejas a nivel toda la agencia. Y en el plan de 297 solo puedes hacerlo a nivel del subaccount, de
Correcto.
location, ¿no?
Y
Entonces,
se supone que tipo local businesses, dueños de local businesses entrarían en mi funnel y ellos mismos tipo se registran y ellos mismos crean sus usuarios y todo eso.
Sí.
O sea, así funciona pues, ¿no? Es que lo que pasa es que acá lo
Como
veo
sus
demasiado
usuarios.
complicado. O sea, su team agrega al vendedor A, al vendedor B y así.
Eso lo hacen directamente desde el Launchpad. En Launchpad pueden irse a una parte que dice agregar team members y ya.
Ajá, sí. Ok.
O irse al staff. Ajá.
Pero igual tienes que tú hacer consultings, intervenir, tipo soporte, eso igual.
Sí, sí, o sea, por eso a mí no me gusta el de 497 porque necesitas a huevo Stripe, no puedes cargar en pesos mexicanos y de todos modos tienes que hacer cosas manualmente. O sea,
Exacto.
sí,
O sea, ahorita estoy
yo prefiero
ofreciendo.
el demo.
Ofrezco 7 días de free trial o con la posibilidad de extenderlo a un mes por $50 para que pueda pagar UpLevel, pero igual tienes que hacerle un montón de trabajo y soporte,
Sí.
inevitablemente.
Sí, yo lo que estoy haciendo ahorita es vender el Master Generic, que es un snapshot que está en la Academy, que lo único que se hace es literal poner las conversations y pedir reseñas y les digo modifiquen sus templates. O sea, les doy a hacer un entrenamiento y van modificando sus templates. Y, 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 y como ahorita tengo ChatGPT, lo único que hace es que ChatGPT responde por WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, ¿no? Entonces, ese es como ahorita el plan. Literal, ChatGPT te genera más citas. Así como lo dijo Shaun, ¿no? Que de nada sirve ChatGPT si no te está generando appointments. Entonces, literal, es eso lo que ahorita estoy vendiendo. ChatGPT te genera appointments. Y intentar hacerlo lo más sencillo posible, quitar toda la mayoría de features y nada más. O sea, como esto del WhatsApp marketing. O sea, nada más decir, es WhatsApp marketing powered by ChatGPT. Algo así, que te genera appointments. No digo que tienes funnels, membresías, no digo que tienes nada de eso. O sea, eso ya es, una vez que hacemos el onboarding, ya les digo, oye, necesitas un funnel, necesitas estas automatizaciones, necesitas, o sea, y ya vamos viendo conforme. Pero la primera oferta es WhatsApp Marketing, ChatGPT te genera appointments.
¿Y
Esa es como la inicial oferta.
en cuánto la vendes esa?
En 149 nada más porque UpLevel es 49 extra. Y también más o menos te cuesta como $20 el ChatGPT, el OpenAI. Ajá. Y los limito a 3,000 conversaciones al mes. ¿No? Pero que es suficiente para un negocio chiquito local. Ajá. Sí.
Gracias, Luis.
Pues sí. Sí.
Se conecta bien con el Google Calendar para que pueda agendar bien.
Te escuché.
Se conecta bien con el Google Calendar para que pueda agendar bien y no haya conflicto.
No agenda citas, lo único que hace es, ya una vez que está lista para agendar la cita, recibe una notificación la persona. Es como un talk to human keyword y ya. Ajá, y cita y se le da un contexto. Es un snapshot que también se hizo, pero ahorita ya va a ser, bueno, creo que Shaun dijo que lo va a liberar por julio, perdón. Pues todavía un mes que va a funcionar mi snapshot y ya después hay que ver cómo modificar mi snapshot para... Sí, yo creo que no va a haber cosas como los límites, porque por ejemplo yo le pongo que más de 20 mensajes y se apaga el chatbot, ¿no? Y yo creo que eso no lo va a meter este Shaun, entonces voy a ver cómo quitar eso, bueno, cómo tener ese límite. El Talk to Human Keyword, igual y no sé si lo vaya a tener este Shaun, entonces voy a ver. Ajá, o sea, cositas así, pero voy mejorando ese snapshot de todos modos, porque es como la integración de WhatsApp se supone que en junio, ¿no? Ya iban a sacar, pero de todos modos, quién sabe.
Tienen un año y pico.
Un año diciendo que lo van a sacar, sí. Yo acabo de comprar una anualidad de UpLevel. A ver si.
Oye, Nair, una preguntota antes de que te vayas a descansar, amigo. Te decía yo que vengo de una cuenta de otra persona, ¿no? De otro afiliado, digamos, que no sabía que existía. Y obviamente yo esa cuenta la trabajé, ¿no? Hice mucho trabajo con funnels y automatizaciones, todo eso. ¿Cómo puedo recuperar yo todo ese trabajo para meterlo ya en la cuenta que tengo contigo? ¿Hay manera? O sea,
Ahorita,
fuerza me tienen ellos que generar el snapshot, ellos.
¿Ellos? ¿Cómo? O sea,
Sí, porque yo no tengo
agencia?
acceso a la parte de agencia desde esa cuenta, ¿no? Porque es una subcuenta en realidad la que yo tengo con ellos. Entonces yo no tengo acceso a generar snapshots, ¿no? Entonces hay manera de recuperar ese
Solamente
trabajo
con snapshots.
solamente con snapshots.
Solamente con snapshots. Sí. O que pues, literal, o dupliques todo así, pero yo digo que mejor hables con la agencia y le digas, oye, necesito mi snapshot, nada más, y ¿cuánto me cobras? O no seas malo. Nada más dile. Ajá, porque no les cuesta nada hacer un snapshot de tu cuenta y mandártelo.
Sí, sí, ahí es cuestión que ellos quieran. Oye, y a la inversa, por ejemplo, el trabajo que yo he hecho dentro de la cuenta de que sí tiene acceso a los snapshots, si yo genero un snapshot ahí, ¿lo puedo subir a la subcuenta que tengo con ellos?
Igual tendrías que hablar con ellos porque ellos
También.
tienen que darle clic, lo importen y luego le hacen load de snapshot dentro de tu subcuenta.
Sí,
O sea,
ok.
sí tienes que tener acceso a agencia para snapshots, todo eso. Sí, ese es un problema cuando compras una subcuenta. Pero si la persona que te lo vendió es buena onda y así, yo creo que te da chance.
Bueno, habrá que
No sé si te
platicarlo.
llevas
Gracias,
bien o
amigo.
mal.
Sí,
Sí.
gracias. No, pues me llevo bien con él, pero no
Una
le va